Welcome to the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Welcome to Roll for Combat, Three-Ring Adventure.
Hey everyone, welcome to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure. I'm your GM and host Stephen Glicker, and in this week's episode, the gang continues to stumble their way through the Celestial Menagerie. They're in the final hall, but it seems to be taking them a lot longer than they expected. Yes, I know I've been talking about the Battles du Bestiary quite a bit, and this is it though. This is it. This is the launch of the Battles du Bestiary on August 31st. The Battles du Bestiary will launch. In addition, we will have the monster part system. We will have the blue mage, the monster mage archetype. We will have the vestige hunter. We will have 114 brand new monsters, all of which are really, really cool. We'll have dragon ancestries, where you can play one of 40, that's right, 40 different dragons, maybe more, depending on stretch goals. And we will have the Jewel of the Indigo Isles Adventure Path, which I am going to make sure is one of the best, if not the best adventure path ever made. Ever. That's right. And how can I guarantee that? Well, I can't guarantee that, but I'm going to try really, really hard to make sure that this is the best one, period. And of course, you can find all of this at kickstarter.rollforcombat.com. And I tried to make it very reasonably priced for everyone. I'm using the same approximate pricing that Paizo uses, even though I am doing this for 5e. That's right, we're doing this for 5th edition and Pathfinder 2nd edition. It is all being written in Pathfinder 2nd edition. So, everything is going to be written specifically for Pathfinder 2nd edition, and then converted to 5e. Does that mean it's not going to be as good in 5e? No, it doesn't mean it's not going to be as good, but I know some of you out there play 5e. You don't all just play Pathfinder, and I know that happens. But now you'll be able to use this system for both games, Pathfinder and 5th edition. So a few more quick interesting tidbits about the Kickstarter. First of all, the books themselves. The Battles du Bestiary should be ready by November 2021. That's right. If you order it, as soon as I can get the backer kits out to everyone and people submit their orders, you will get the PDF right away. So you will be able to use the new monsters and use the monster part systems and the new archetypes and the new backgrounds and the new magic items this year as soon as humanly possible. So that is going to go out very, very soon. As for the Dragon Ancestries book, Mark is writing that as we speak. I'm going to try to get the PDF out to everyone by the end of the year. I am also having the artwork done, so I'm going to go as quickly as possible to try to get that one done by this year. Whether or not we'll make it, I'm not sure. It's going to be close, but we're going to try. And as for Jewel of the Indigo Isles, I just got, right before I recorded this, the first draft of the first adventure. And holy moly was it good. It was astounding, actually. I will say that, astounding. I really, really loved what Patrick wrote for me. And for those of you interested, there are 3 books, but it's all going to be in one massive volume. The first book, which I might have mentioned this, I don't remember, is Search for the Pirate's Pendant. That'll be levels 1 through 3, and that is going to be by Patrick Rennie. Then levels 4 through 6 by Ron Lundeen is going to be Voyage to Runaway Reef. And then levels 7 through 10, the final book by Linda Zayas Palmer, is going to be Battle at Barnacle Bay. So yeah, alliteration there, because guess what? Alliteration works. Don't believe me? Look to Marvel. Everyone loves alliteration. Don't ask why. It just is a thing. Anyhow, those are going to be the 3 books. The adventure is going to be amazing. And I'll tell you why it's going to be amazing, because the thing is, not that I don't like Paizo Adventure Paths. If anything, I love them. I have run about a third of all of their adventure paths. They are limited in terms of size, word count, and they only have a limited amount of time to finish up their adventures. So I'm not going to say they're rushed, but sometimes they can be a little rushed. It's just the nature of the beast. I mean, how many times in your life have you just had to finish something in time for a deadline? The thing is, for these adventures, there is no word count. That's right. I gave them an approximate word count, but if they go over, that's fine. Whatever makes the adventure as good as possible. And when it comes to timing, again, I'm giving them general dates. A perfect example is the initial outline for the first adventure was supposed to be done a couple of days ago, and Patrick was rushing to get it done. And I said, don't worry about it. Just get it done when you feel it is ready, as long as, it's within a few days or so. And he took a few extra days, and those extra days just made it that much better. So that is hopefully going to be the secret of the success of this adventure path, is by giving my writers extra time and as many words as they need to write the adventure path that they want. It will come out fantastic. A perfect example of this is, quite frankly, the monster part system. When Mark originally gave me the monster part system, it was just the monster part system, and that's it. And it was okay. I mean, it was good. The basics were there, but he didn't have all the extras. He didn't have the archetypes. He didn't have the backgrounds. And he only had about half of the magic imbuements that is currently in the system. I went back to him and said, you know what, let's keep going. Let's just keep adding more and more. And before you know it, he doubled the size of what he was originally contracted to write for me. And the end result is fantastic. And that is how I'm approaching all of these projects. Dragon Ancestries book, same exact thing. First it was just going to be like 15 dragons, and then I found 25. And then I went back to Pathfinder 1st edition. I said, there's a whole bunch of dragons in 1st edition that we can include. And Mark's like, okay, I'll figure it out. And now we have every single dragon that has ever appeared in Pathfinder. And now we're even adding a few new ones. So who knows how big this thing will be. Maybe 40 dragons, maybe 50, who knows, but it's going to be big. And then finally, for those of you listening who haven't ordered yet, if you order in the first 48 hours, you get this really cool leather dice pouch. It looks like a scroll tube. It's made out of leather. It can hold 2 sets of dice. It unscrolls. You can roll your dice on top of it. It is awesome. I have it right in front of me. Plus, we're going to have really cool vinyl monster stickers. I took some of the monsters and I converted them into sort of a cartoony anime style, and I made those into stickers. And at the highest tier, you can also get pins, metal hard enamel pins. I have one in my hand. I cannot stop playing with this thing. The quality is incredible. I mean, I've seen a lot of pins, and the quality of this pin is a 10 out of 10, maybe even 11 out of 10. I don't think I've actually seen a pin this nice. Even I'm stunned. I went to a whole bunch of pin makers to make sure I found the absolute best pin maker, and I got a whole bunch of samples, and this pin is just outstanding. Right now, there's going to be 5 pins in the highest tier, but depending upon stretch goals, that can be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pins. Who knows? I'm just going to keep going. The pins are a little expensive, so, got to make sure we keep going here, but pins are going to be awesome. And then, of course, the highest tier, you will get a cheddar pin. That's right, Tuttle and cheddar on a pin with glow-in-the-dark eyes, not sold anywhere, not an add-on, unique. It's a 2-inch pin. I might even redo it to make it bigger, maybe a 3-inch pin, but right now it's a 2-inch pin, and this thing has a lot of colors. It's really crazy. So only in the Kickstarter, nowhere else will be able to get that. In addition, the special edition Battles of Bestiary, you can only get in the Kickstarter, nowhere else. So once again, go to kickstarter.rollforcombat.com, check it out, and if you have any questions whatsoever, just hit me up on Discord, and I'll be happy to answer all the questions you might have. So one thing I want to talk about this week, which is going to come up this week, of course, is when PCs try to do something creative or outside the box. Now, I fully embrace whenever PCs try to do something really creative, but they always seem, or rather usually seem, to get very upset when either A, their very cool idea doesn't work, or B, their very cool idea doesn't work because they roll really poorly and then their idea doesn't work. I'm going to address this backwards first. So, the roll poorly. This happens a lot, where they have this really great idea, they're going to do something like, I don't know, like jump across a chasm and do some backflip, and then jump and land on top of the bad guy, and then stab him to death. And then they roll their athletics check or their acrobatics check, and they get a natural 1. And then they're all upset because can it still work? And the answer is no, it can't work. You just rolled a 1. That's the point of the dice. And they sometimes get angry at me, or they get angry at the game, or they get angry at the system. And you know what? That's the breaks. That's why there's rolls in there. Now, maybe if you said, I was just going to jump across the chasm, I would even give you a natural 1. I'd say, you make it, but you just fall a little. But if you're saying, I'm going to be doing all this amazingly heroic stuff, and then I say, okay, roll for it, That's how the game is played. So keep that in mind. Whenever there's going to be a roll, you can't just think about the success. Always think about the failure. And then for the second one is, I don't know how many times when I've seen PCs try to do something within combat that could in theory take like 10 minutes of real life time, and they're trying to do it in, well, let's see, a round of combat is 6 seconds, and they're trying to do it in one action. So we'll say each action is 2 seconds long. So they're trying to do an interact action that takes 2 seconds of something that would probably take 10 minutes in real life. And then they're angry because, well, why didn't that work? I don't understand why that didn't work. I'll never forget the first time I played something and somebody's like, okay, I shoot the monster with 16 arrows. And they didn't realize that there was actually like rules to it saying, no, you can't just shoot the monster 16 times. And then they immediately got into this big fight with me. Like, I don't understand why. Why can't I just like, pull out these arrows and just do it like Legolas does it? I don't understand. I'm trying to explain that's not how the game works. There's actually rules on how things work. Now, I'm not going to say that exactly happens this week or happens any week, but I have seen many times where someone will try to describe to me what they're trying to do, and the description alone can take 2 to 3 minutes, and they're trying to do it in 2 seconds. And then I usually have them roll, and I might have a really high roll, and then they fail. And then they're really upset about it. And again, I'm like, look, I'm sorry, but either you were trying to do something way too complex or outside the rules, or your roll is bad. And this is where the rules can conflict with the story. This happens a lot in role-playing games where there's both the story element and the game element, and sometimes the two will meet and clash and it doesn't come out nice. So what do you do about this? Well, there's a lot of ways to handle this. The first thing I usually do is just try to talk to the PC, usually after the game, and just explain to them where I was coming from. And I'd say 9 times out of 10, usually the PC's pretty cool with it, especially once they get a little distance and they're not at the game table, and they'll say, yeah, you're right, I was trying to do too much, or, yeah, I rolled a 1, what do I expect? Things like that. As I said, 9 out of 10. Every so often you get someone who'll be argumentative, or they don't feel like the rules were correct and I made a bad call. But then I usually will ask them how they would have done it. I usually say, okay, that's fine. How would have you done it? What would have you done differently? And that will usually help a lot, because then it puts them in your shoes as a GM, and they will think about it a little bit more carefully and realize maybe they did kind of cross the line. The other thing I like to do is I try to give it to them later. So for example, if they try to do something initially and it doesn't work the first time, that doesn't mean it's not going to work the second or third time. It just didn't work the first time. So they can try again, or try to do it a third time or fourth time even, and maybe then it works. So eventually they'll get to do what they try to do. The other thing I like to do, although you got to be careful with this one because it depends on your PCs, is I'll suggest to them an alternative action that will be more likely to succeed. This you got to be careful with because they might think you're trying to run their character for them, but if you know your players well enough, you can gently nudge them in that direction. Or you can even nudge other players to help them out. Like, oh, well, you're trying to jump over that 20-foot wall by yourself. That might not be so easy, but if like 2 of the other PCs kind of helped you and threw you over, I think that would work pretty well. Something like that. But as a GM, just be aware. Usually what happens is when I hear a PC starting to go on about something they want to do, and it goes past the 10-second mark, that's usually my internal timer saying, okay, this is going to start getting pretty complex. Let's see what they're really trying to do here and if they can do it. That should also be your internal clock. Like if you're a PC and you're trying to do something, especially in combat, and most of this I'm talking about is in combat, by the way, not during downtime where you have plenty of time to do something. If you're in the middle of combat and you're trying to do something and you're going on 10, 20, 30 seconds or a minute or so, it's probably too hard to do. Or you're probably making it way too complex. Simplify. If you could do the elevator pitch and explain it in 10 seconds or less, then you have a way, way higher chance of having the GM agree with you and allowing it to occur, probably without even a roll or with an easy roll. But in my mind, the longer you talk, the higher the DC becomes. That is how at least I do it. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's show notes. Show notes are going to be very fast this week because I pretty much have been covering it in the beginning of every episode. Kickstarter. Just go to kickstarter.rollforcombat.com. It's going to go the entire month of September. If you have any questions, just come and visit me on discord.rollforcombat.com. Also, check out the Discord. I've reorganized the Discord. I took away channels that no one was using. I added some new ones. We also completely reorganized all the tables. They're running much faster now. And we put in a new role where you can just hide all the tables. If you go to the Roll for Combat Roles channel, you can actually use what's called tunnel vision. You just click on this little magnifying glass icon, and that way it's going to hide all the tables that you're not involved with. And this is automatically, because a lot of people asked that if we could automatically hide all the tables on Roll for Combat so they can only see the ones that they're involved with. So we added that. And if there's anything else that you want added to the Discord channel, please just let me know. I am here to serve you, so you tell me and we will try to do it. And for those who don't know with the Discord channel, once again, just discord.rollforcombat.com, and you too can check out the many, many games and talk about Battles of Bestiary, or the podcast, or anything else you wish. Also, do check out rollforcombat.com, because Jason's Secret of Magic article should be up by the time you listen to this, because we had to hold the Secret of Magic review until September 1st, when the book was actually released. I know there's been other reviews out there, but I have to say, Jason completely outdid himself. He really, really went into a lot of detail, way more detail than any of the other reviews I've seen by far. So once again, just go to rollforcombat.com and you will see Jason's review right there, right on the homepage. You can click on it, check out all the cool images, and hear Jason's incredibly detailed opinion of Secrets of Magic. And the next one, I presume, will be Guns and Gears, which is also going to be really cool, I'll tell you right now. And then finally, for those of you interested in helping out the channel and want to listen to us and chat with us, just go to patreon.rollforcombat.com, and for as little as $5, you too can watch and listen and talk to us live whenever we record. Usually it's Sundays and Mondays. Those are the 2 days we record most often. And you two can just hang out, talk with us, whatever you want to do. It's a fun time had by all. Anyhow, with that, let's get to this week's exciting episode. Last we left off, you entered the Heavenly Hosts room, where it was filled with clouds and creatures that wanted to talk to you and fascinate you and escort you out. And they looked so happy, so beautiful, so pretty. But evil, evil were their real intentions. The Lamia matriarchs tried to kill you, but you instead killed them. Well, you really knocked one out or killed her. I'm not sure if you did that. The other one ran away because they realized, yikes, they ain't getting paid enough, and they're skedaddling. So one ran away, and one is, I think she's dead, because I think someone hit her for like 54 points of damage when she had like 3 hit points left. So good job, murderers. That's all I'm going to say about that.
No, we're defending ourselves.
Vanessa Hoskins is playing Alhara Varys, a half-elf gymnast swashbuckler.
Murderers. I think I'm going to have to keep a little tally here.
Aren't they devils?
Lauren Sig is playing Hap, a human fire elementalist sorcerer.
The Lamia matriarchs?
I think they're monstrous
They're
humanoids.
misunderstood.
Oh, okay.
They're intelligent. They're large. They're really big. In fact, if you cut off the bottom part of her where the snake starts, you might have some good eating there. I mean,
That's disgusting.
Yikes.
Is it? I mean, snake's
That
not
is-
bad if you cook it
No
right.
one in this group is playing a kobold or a goblin. Why would we eat an intelligent creature?
just the top half is
We do
intelligent.
all the time. What do you think, like, ham and pork is? What do you think, like, octopus is, you know?
I don't eat octopus.
I
You
do.
ever had, like, calamari or something?
I avoid it actively.
I eat it all the time.
Rob Termarco is playing Darius Varys, a half-elf monk of the mountain style.
Lamia matriarch is a beast.
Ooh.
So there you go.
And let me tell you, okay, nope. I gotta get off the soapbox. Nope.
Okay, so you're in the room.
You know, saltwater animals and freshwater animals are
Hey,
the
you
same.
shut your
Anyway,
mouth.
so we're in the room.
So Alhara's still unlikable. Darius is still stupid. Hap and Atron and Riley are the same as they ever were. There are clouds in the room. There's a dead snake woman on the ground. What do you do?
Oh God, she smells so bad.
This is terrible.
Mm,
Let's move through this room.
we should maybe
Darius, do you want to patch us up a bit?
Yes, maybe do
Yes.
this outside so we avoid
Good
anything
idea. Let's go
sneaking in on
go
us.
outside and patch up
Yes,
a bit.
since we
then
are
come
right
back.
here and that's the door entryway. Yes.
Rob Pontius is playing Otteron, a human witch of curses.
Everybody come out. I'll cover you in bandages and medicines.
Just
And
let's
ointments.
head down to the game so we are not near the spinning wheel of doom.
I was gonna go play with it while you all bandage up.
I believe that.
I mean,
Like down this way?
just down near the games to the southwest. Yes, this
Oh my
fountain is at
gosh.
least safe.
Should we also go in one of these tents? Maybe we should put a tent in a tent just to be extra secure.
That's not a bad idea.
That would probably confuse them.
Yeah, Alhara, why don't you go get the tents for us?
No, I kid.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like 2 tents. I'm gonna
Intense.
Alhara intense. 2 tents intense. Alhara's gonna start looking through the games and like randomly playing games and tossing stuff about, and then failing and getting mad and throwing stuff.
I will bandage everybody with treat wounds 2 at a time for every 10 minutes.
And Atron's going to chat with Chilagosh.
So we do this for what? 20 minutes?
That happens.
Yeah, I only need 10 minutes, so if you only need 20 minutes, it's pretty
Yeah, I mean, if I do everybody twice, I figure that's enough. Unless someone's really, really down, we could do 30 minutes.
I'm sure everyone's fine.
good. Yeah,
Don't you have assurance?
I was only down 20.
I
For,
absolutely do.
for medicine, so everyone just
Assurance.
automatically gets healed.
2 people
There
every
you
10
go.
minutes.
There you go. Don't even need to roll. Just average it out, whatever the average is. You're all healed up. Alhara has a little Cupid doll from one of the booths. It's like, oh, look at the little doll she got because she quote won the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the game's like all broken.
Oh,
I won it.
I'm even better. I forgot Ward Medic because I'm a master of medicine. I can treat up to 4 targets
Oh,
every
wow.
10 minutes. So everybody, every
I don't
10
need help.
minutes.
Hey, look, I won this. I beat the game. I literally just beat it until it gave me a prize.
There you go.
Ooh.
It's broken and beaten.
And I'm
beaten.
definitely still stupefied, right? That didn't fade. Is that right? Is that right?
No, you will be stupefied for a long, long time.
Wait, wasn't that a curse?
Is it a curse?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's something.
Are you done putting band-aids on everyone? Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
I am ready. We should look in that room before proceeding on.
Okay. Oh, look, there's still clouds.
Oh, it'll either disappear every day. This is how it usually works going forward. It's either going to disappear right away. It will disappear after like an hour. It'll disappear after 24 hours. Or it'll disappear for the rest of your life. There you go. So, one of
Or
those.
won't.
It hasn't disappeared yet. So, you're still stupefied. But it doesn't really affect you. It only affects your spell attacks and your spells DCs.
Right.
And will
Yeah.
saves. You know, no big deal.
Oh, will saves.
Yeah.
That's never going to come up. That's going to come up a lot.
Things
Oh,
with
boy.
will saves are like not even that important. It's fine.
No,
All right.
will save is only the least important of all the saves. They're usually, save versus death, save versus petrification, save versus... Well, don't worry about it.
I'm definitely about to learn Remove Curse, even though I'm a
Good.
sorcerer and I'll always have Remove Curse, just because we get stuck with it all the time.
So as you walk through the room, you hear the female voice again, almost as if it's on a recording, that says, "Come to vanquish a rival, have you? Consider whether you're on the wrong side of this confrontation. I have the forces of good at my service." And that is unmistakably the voice of one Mistress Dusklight talking to you. Otherwise, it's exactly the same room you left, and the woman's still dead. And her gear is on the ground. And yeah, what do you do?
Shall we?
We shall.
Yes, we look around a little in here.
Any way out of here?
In the fog, in the
Sure,
clouds.
you can look around.
Look
I'll
around.
I'll use my magic eyes to do a real quick scan of the area.
I'll make a perception check.
Sure.
Unless you want to make it for me.
Hey everyone, I found some clouds.
Otteron finds in one of the cloud banks a pouch.
Ooh. I have found the bag, and Atron will open it up and see what's inside.
Maybe somebody lost their coin purse in here.
And as for magic, yeah, the Lamia's scimitar is like totally magic, like super magic. So
Ooh, this is beautiful and magic.
Hey Hap, you should spend like weeks trying to figure out who dropped their coin purse.
Oh, well, maybe I should. I think that's a good idea.
That's a
They'll
great
probably
idea.
want their
gosh,
money
I
back.
can't.
Mm,
We should do it.
oh.
Every coin is to a different person, I hear.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right.
this is a
Alhara hides in the middle of the clouds.
That worked. If we lean into it, she stops.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. In the pouch is 2 sapphires, a jar filled with a paste, and a scroll.
Paste.
Hap, is this paste magical? I assume the scroll is.
Hey, what color is the paste? Right, that just looks like strawberry jam to me.
It's definitely alchemical in nature. That Alteron recognizes that right away. That it is
Oh, okay,
something.
great.
What they're not sure.
Remove curse paste?
Yeah, sure. You actually sniff it and look at it. It smells kind of not like good paste, like poison paste. It smells like something you don't want to eat or drink.
All right, then I will worry that more later.
And
I
a scroll.
think looking at the scroll is fast, right? Yeah, it's just a recall knowledge action. So I'll just unfurl the scroll and take a look real quick.
If it's something you know, you don't even have to recall knowledge, do you?
If the spell is a common spell from your spell list or a spell you know, you can spend a single recall knowledge action and
there you go.
automatically succeed. If it's not, you have to use Identify Magic.
Okay.
So we'll see if it's on my lists. I have Divine and Occult.
Do you have level 5 spells?
I do not have any.
Not
level
yet.
5.
Not till we hit what? 9?
So
9.
none of you have it yet. So how does that work with level 5 spells?
It just has to be on one of a lists.
It just has to be on the list. Yeah, you could be an enterprising young mage, and you're like, oh, this is a scroll of meteor swarm. Wow.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah,
Sure.
I never understood how it worked. I know they made it a lot easier in Pathfinder 2nd, but I'm always like, how does it work?
Well, you just look
Yeah,
at the top. It's got a title.
Yeah, it's got a title. It's underlined and in like an annoying font.
Well, I think it's easy enough that it's common. It's like when someone says, "Oh, such and such sudden strike," and you go, "Well, that's really common in 2nd edition. I know exactly what that feat is. I don't have to look it up. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to study it. I know how that works." Versus if someone's like, "It's an unbalancing strike," you're like, "Wait a second. Is that the one that makes you flat-footed, or the one that gives you a -1 to reflex saves or whatever the hell?" And you're like, ah.
I
me
always
look it
think
up.
it's also easier just to tell you. Like, I'm not big on the rule of, oh, you find a scroll, you don't know what it is,
Yeah.
unless it's
Yeah.
uncommon or rare. In
Yeah,
that case,
exactly.
I'm
Exactly.
fully up for like you got to look at it or.
And
Yeah,
it's
that makes
surprising.
sense.
This one is an oldie but goodie, Cone of Cold.
Your old pal,
Ooh.
Cone
That
of
one's
Cold.
nice.
That's right. Makes the hot side hot and the cold side cold.
No, it makes all sides cold.
Nice.
A hap makes the hot side hot. Otteron can now make the cold side cold.
So
You guys can open up a competing store for Hamlin's hots and Caleb's colds.
So
I'll try-
cold isn't actually an energy that exists. It's just an absence of heat. So theoretically, if Hap
Cut the
just
mic,
pulled
just
the
cut the
heat
mic.
energy out of a cone,
Okay.
she could make a cone of cold.
Look, Atron,
Cool.
can you just use the scroll on Hap right now?
That is great. That is great knowledge. We've all learned something today. Thank you, Professor Lauren.
Well, thanks.
you
Professor
know who-
Lauren's much better than unlikable Lauren.
Do you ever watch My Hero Academia
Nope.
No.
anime? He's the one guy who does cold and hot. He can burn or take the heat from
Nice.
somebody.
Oh
It's very
yeah,
good.
what's his name? Todoroki. or something?
Todoroki? That's right.
So Atron will
Anywho.
say, this is a more powerful scroll. It is a cone of cold. Valuable and useful, but strong. Interesting that it would be laying in a pouch. They probably took it from someone.
Oh, so this is like the security guards are like taking things from people. This was their stash.
Hmm.
Well, let's move on.
maybe.
We have a kitty cat to skin.
So Darius, you found yet another curtain,
I found
10
a curtain.
feet wide, and there is, again, you see the cloud motif on the curtain, and you sense another room ahead.
I pull the curtains open.
Okay, where's everyone going to be?
I mean, I wait for everyone to gather. Everyone come
No, I don't like how you said that, so I'm gonna back up.
So the curtains up there.
up here.
Oh, I think I can see where they are now.
Up
Yeah,
to the
I'm trying to-
north. Right in front of where I'll hire
All right, I'm in position. I'm not gonna move anymore.
Hmm.
Riley's in the cloud.
I guess I'll go there.
Ataran is nearby. Oh boy.
Wait,
Oh boy.
Riley's in the cloud. Quick, save him locally.
Ooh.
Aha!
Aha! That I give you full credit for. It was pretty funny.
Tech joke.
Really? I thought it was so dumb.
I love it.
I'm on team dumb.
No, that's Darius. He's
Clever,
stupid.
clever. I will draw these curtains open like it's the morning. Zip.
Oh boy, here we go. You draw open the curtains. Let us go through what will happen. This room contains 2 large cages. Their bars decorated to appear as tree trunks. Each cage has a large door that hangs open. Vines hang from the ceiling, and thick leaves cover the floor. The same voice cries out, "For our next act, can our intrepid stars tame the terrors of the jungle? Or will they end up at the bottom of the food chain?" And you also see inside those cages, to the right, not 1 but 2 saber-toothed tigers. And to the north, a giant Anaconda. And when I mean giant, I mean, oh my god, it can eat the woolly mammoth giant Anaconda. What will happen next? Oh, that's right. Our favorite sound
Now
in the
that
world.
is a big mushroom.
Roll for combat!
Did I get everyone?
Yeah, I'm way down there.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got everyone. Look at that. Wow, you guys rolled terrible.
Like, we all rolled 1s, 2s, a 4.
Woo! Going
Wow.
last.
Damn, are these bad rolls. Elhara
I adjusted.
goes first. What do you do?
What are you all waiting for? Alhara's going to charge the Anaconda. Ooh, can I just leap? I can literally leap. I'm going to leap. Ooh, I don't want to leap all the way next to it. I'm going to leap. They're going to have to squeeze to get out of there.
It's gonna have reach.
I probably could
Yeah, it
have
probably
talked
will.
them into being nice.
Well.
Sure, you could have.
I speak
late.
their language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fire.
No, I believe that you do.
Alhara's going to... Alhara's going to be like, what are you waiting for? And she's going to jump in front of the Anaconda within reach of her bow staff. And we're gonna give it a bit of a smackaroony. Let's see how this does. 32 versus its armor class.
You hit
Yeah.
the poor defenseless
Oh no.
giant Anaconda that can swallow whole a horse and the rider. It actually says that right here. Wow, that is big.
That is really big.
That is scary.
It's a little big and scary, but right now she's not worried about it. So she's gonna fly into the room, just like leaping into the room, and
Yep.
before she lands even, just sort of hit it with the end of her bow staff, almost like a giant spear, land on the ground, and immediately take the as the bow staff sort of bounces off the Anaconda's big scales, use that momentum to spin around and start flipping the bow staff back and forth in front of her body, parrying.
That poor snake. We opened up the curtain. You saw that there was a snake, and then you beat it in the face.
Beat it in the face. We know what Mistress Dusklight is doing. She's just trying to slow us down. Well, let's show her that we're tougher than this.
By murdering animals that are just trapped in cages like the rest of the people here?
Well, you can do.
Just think of the nice boots we'll get when we're done.
You also can do non-deadly damage. Don't forget. So
Not with a bow staff. What?
Darius can do it. Saber-tooth tiger number. Actually, I'm going to switch them. The saber-tooth tiger in the front is going to go instead because they're kind of squeezed in this little cage.
That's good because the listening audience was really confused about the initiative order and who was going to go first.
Well, out
Oh, I'm sorry.
comes tiger number
Well,
one.
We know where that tiger's going.
Yes. Tiger's like, I smell poop. I like that smell. Come get some. Let's see, what does it do? It doesn't have a lot of things. So it walks in front of you. It squeezes
Which
out.
goes through my threatened area, so I'm going to make my attack of opportunity.
How dare you attack this harmless, defenseless saber-tooth tiger? You roll 24.
Yeah.
And you hit.
Oh my gosh, 12 bludgeoning.
Now you've done it. Now you've done it. It wasn't gonna really be too mean to you, but now it's gonna be super mean.
Yeah,
No,
I'm about to zap you just for beating up on these animals.
Well,
you should have gone before me. All right.
first comes Fang. Does a 21 hit you?
Not even close. No.
And then tries to claw you. Does 22 hit you?
Please.
You are agile and quick. Jumping all over the place. The poor saber-tooth tiger. Now the
You're no
second
match for
one
Alhara
goes.
the Agile.
Now the second one goes. What was the name of the saber-tooth tiger in the Flintstones? Does anyone remember? It
Oh.
was Bam Bam.
No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this one is gonna go
Baby Puss.
maybe.
Yeah, that's it.
So the second one is going to the south of Alhara, blocking Darius. Oh, Alhara, you have a saber-tooth tiger to the east of you, to the south of you, and a giant anaconda to the north of you.
Feeling good.
Oh boy. Well, that's 2 actions for it to move there, and then it's going to try to bite you. And 26.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Am I flat-footed from flanking because are these creatures allies? Does it matter? I guess I'm being threatened from 2 angles, so in that case I am flat-footed and that will hit. But only because I am flat-footed.
They know each other.
Yeah,
They know each other.
I would say they're all in
hang
the
out
same
in the same
team.
circles.
Yeah.
So it just bites you for 18 points of damage.
Does it get the precision because it's flanking me?
Yes, it does.
All right, so 19 damage.
Oh, it does, yeah, sneak attack. Yep.
Yeah, all right,
19
cool.
points. Not that bad. But
It's not that bad. It's fine.
Oh, boy. But now comes the bad
Here
one.
comes a swallow hole.
Oh, boy. Here comes... It actually has so many things it can do. Yeah.
I remember this snake. Mistress Dusklight gave it a name. I think it's called Karma.
That's so mean.
No, that is her pet chameleon.
Oh, okay.
Wow, it has got its reach is incredible.
I was just thinking you probably should have spoken with that Hap because it can't lie to you.
Whoa! That is bad! Rolls a 40 when it tries to bite Alhara.
That's a high number.
That is 40? 40. That's the first time we've seen one of those in a while.
It's got a plus 21.
Yeah, but oh
hit.
god.
That's a pretty.
My next
sizable
character
bonus
is
to
actually a
hit.
giant anaconda.
Oh, man. That's 34 points damage.
Okay.
It's the first action.
Oh my god.
Then it will do grab.
Uh-oh.
It's going to grab you. Let's see how
Oh,
this
no.
goes. Hello. You're grabbed.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then, because you're grabbed, it has greater constrict.
Oh wow, that sounds fun.
That's really bad. Anything with the word greater in front of it is usually
Is it
Awesome.
a bad sign?
really bad.
Greater
So-
party.
So,
Wow.
whenever you are grabbed, it automatically does damage on you. And you also needs to do a fortitude save to see if you go unconscious as it is squeezing you.
Wow. Okay.
Fort save.
I can do that. I'm just worried about things. 34. I rolled
Nice.
really, really well.
More than fine. So you're like,
Okay.
oh, so you don't fall unconscious. And the
Okay.
good news is you are now immune to that for a while because
Oh,
you're
fantastic.
like, yeah, it's It actually sounds scarier than it is, because you would then wake up. It's more like if it wanted to squeeze and then eat you.
I imagine Alhara is also using her bow staff for like leverage, so that it can't quite constrict as strongly as it would like to.
Yeah, but it still, when it squeezes you, does 11 points of damage.
All right, ow. I'm losing hit points a lot faster than I thought I was going to. This is cool.
Mm-hmm. A common theme.
Yeah, that's true.
And for its third action, will it... Yeah.
Didn't it do 3 actions, right?
Attack.
Fight, grab, and constrict?
No, constrict is not an action.
Because grab is free.
It's free action?
Oh.
Let me double check. Oh, no, you know
Yikes.
what? It's not a free action. You're right. They made a mistake. I'm looking at something, and there's a mistake.
Okay. All right.
Sorry. So, yes, it
Because I know, like,
you.
grab is an action, and I
grab
think
and
it's
greater
greater
constrict.
grab.
Yep.
And
you know,
greater
you're-
grab is
yep,
that
yep,
one. Okay.
Yep, you're right. Sorry.
All right,
I
cool.
actually
No, it's
missed,
fine.
I missed the action.
No, that's cool.
It was at the end of the sentence. Darius, you're up. You see Alhara grabbed and just
Yep.
being wrapped around in the coils of this gigantic, enormous snake. And you
Mistakes have been made.
2, not 1, but 2 giant saber-tooth tigers in front
All
of
right.
you.
Well, Alhara, I'm coming. Yikes. Mountain stance. Action 1. Action 2. Get over there. Does anybody
Stop.
claw me?
Stop. As soon as you enter
no.
in that square in front of the saber-tooth tiger, you realize that the leaves are oily and slick. And
Oh,
you need to give
no.
me an acrobatics check because you're like,
Shoot.
somebody trapped this room.
Oh, and
There's
I leapt
oil.
over it.
29.
Right, you
Oh my
did.
gosh, that's hilarious.
That is funny. I actually thought you were going to burst in, and then it was going to be funny because you burst in and then like slide across like,
Yoy.
into the giant anaconda. But instead, Darius is like, whoa, hey! But all those years of balancing pays off. You're okay. You're fine.
Can I make the full move? Okay.
Yeah.
Does
yeah,
it-
you can
does
make
it AOO
so
me?
far, let's see. How many things have AOO here? Just the giant
Just all-
anaconda. Which,
Yeah.
Just that one. It will try to jaws you. 26.
Miss.
Well, it does miss you. Because it rolled a 5.
Oh
So the
my
giant
God.
anaconda tries to bite you. Because Alhara is like in its coils. I actually think you're in its space, Alhara. Because
Okay.
it's a little different the way this works. So strangely, that's not as bad as you think. Because now you're not being flanked by the...
Okay.
You're actually anywhere. Actually, you're anywhere where the giant anaconda is, in theory, if you want to use the real rules. So you're
Okay.
in the same space as the anaconda, and it has a thing where it
that's
can also
awesome.
move with you, which is fun.
Yeah.
Darius, you're up. You
Okay.
can still go.
My first action was to run in. Second action... Oh, first action was a mountain stance. Second action, run in. Third action, flurry of blows in this snake.
Yeah, that snake is dynamite.
32 to hit for 22 damage.
Wow.
32 to hit the snake?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You hit.
Nice.
Second shot. 31 to hit, and that's going to be
Ooh.
15 damage.
Fantastic.
What's the total?
That is the total. Total 22 plus 15, 37.
Whew.
Snake pieces go flying left and right. Ouch! Ouch!
Wow.
It hisses at you. And then when it does, you realize its mouth is like big enough that you can like walk into it. Like, hey, look,
my
I'm walking
gosh.
into the mouth. I don't even need to turn sideways or anything. You're done.
Wow.
I'm done.
App is up.
So now,
Wrap it up.
now we come to second edition, where like everything's so deadly that I really have to know that trying to talk to it's smarter than just killing it. All right, so let's see what. I think I have to try to. I think I have to waste a second level spell and potentially my whole turn. All right, I'm gonna spend 2 actions to kind of focus on, just to kind of focus on the animals and their thoughts, and I'll cast Speak with Animals. And then I'm going to shout into the room in animal tongue. My friends got startled. Please don't hit them. They just think they're defending themselves. We'll give you food and we'll treat you nice.
Thanks, Lauren. This is actually really nice. I appreciate that you are helping me with my need to always create new player characters. I think that's really cool. I appreciate as a friend that you understand that I have that need. So
You do have that need because you keep bold-faced running into the center of rooms and getting yourself surrounded.
there's enemies in there.
Yeah, no, this is very much on you.
These aren't enemies. They're Hap's potential friends.
They're friends
Oh.
you haven't met yet.
Friends we haven't met yet. No,
And
that's
you
fine.
ran
Does
up.
Riley do anything?
He
I
spent
was-
his one action to move
I-
with me.
I must say, if I was playing a druid, I would want to do the same thing and talk to them. Or, a fire sorcerer. Same difference.
Okay, you spend your turn doing that. The animals all look towards you, mostly the saber-toothed tiger. The snake you can't quite tell because it's a snake. But they look at you and they're kind of like, huh?
Guys, if you don't hit them, I'm telling you guys in human tongue now, don't hit them. They're listening.
But Atron's up.
Ataran's going to... I need distance. Let's see. Ataran moves in front of Hap, and then will hold out their arms as Raven wings appear. And as they clap their arms together, the feathers go flying over Alhara as Ataran uses Life Boost.
Yes! That is my favorite kind of boost.
Oh, you're not going to make fun of the feathers this time?
And then
Too
Ataran
busy
will
being
use
crushed.
I'm a bird!
the action that lets you take cover next to a wall. Which one is that?
There's a wall right next to you. So
Yeah, I
fine.
forget which one. I think it is take cover. So
That's
Ataran's
fine.
going to use the take cover action, which gets me a bonus to my armor class.
Okay.
It does.
Yeah. +1 if lesser, +2 if standard, etc.
So this is what really happened. It bit you with its mouth, it then grabbed you, but then it did a thing called wrap in coils, where it
Oh.
takes you from its mouth, puts you into its coil, freeing its jaws to make attacks. You then move into its space, and then it uses Greater Constrict as a free action to then constrict you.
Very cool.
It's a fairly complex creature. It has
Sure.
a lot of attacks. So that's I was
Okay.
wondering, that's why I was like, wait, it is a free action. It's a free action because it was part of wrapping coils.
Oh, that
So,
makes sense. Okay.
yeah, that's
Very
why.
cool. All right,
Anyhow,
awesome.
you are up. Now, here's the thing. You're inside of the coils, so you could escape because it's still considered a grab. It's kind of
Yeah,
it's a hell of a grab, but it is a grab.
sure.
Otherwise, you can just go to town on this thing. I mean, you're still,
Uh,
and you're not
I-
flanked anymore, so.
Hap is like, hey, she's talking to it. It's pretty tough, and I definitely don't want to be grabbed. So Alhara is going to try and free herself using her bow staff as leverage. But I'm still going to use my unarmed strike roll to do this. So this is not for damage. This is literally just to escape. And I natural 1. That's
No.
great.
You're giving it a hug.
I think you're like, it's worse now.
It's worse. I know. You know what? Here's what I'll say, because I was trying to use the bow staff as leverage. I think she's trying too hard. I think she drops the bow staff at that point, and it clatters onto the ground. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. But she still wants to escape, so I'm going to try a second time to get out of these coils. 28 on my
Hey,
second
that's pretty
attempt.
good.
It's not bad.
And that is against its athletics, I believe.
Yes, I think so. Athletics DC.
Well, but that is -5.
Oh, she's got it in there already.
Oh, you got it in
minus
there.
4 because it's agile. but
-4.
yeah.
You are like, this is a bad situation. This
Yeah, no, it's really
Anaconda is enormous. Help
It is
me! Help me! You do not escape.
Oh, I do not. Oh, that's a fail. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, shoot. I'm upset. I'm gonna heal 8 points before Rob has to remind me to do so, which is great. Thanks, Atron.
You're welcome.
Way to come in with the low and slow heals.
Actually, you're flat-footed because you're grabbed. I forgot, but whatever.
What?
You're flat-footed anyhow because you're grabbed. I forgot, but whatever.
I don't know why that makes any difference. I'm just gonna go for the Hail Mary shot one more because I don't know what to do besides try to escape if I'm not allowed to punch him, and I fail.
You're like, help me! Help me! I'm grabbed!
Alhara just slips more and more into this thing's coils.
Here's the turn. Let's see if the Smilodons listen to Hap.
Are they smiling?
The Smilodons, they are growling very fiercely at everyone, but it seems like They are about to attack. They're very, confused. They seem to be a little confused. The giant anaconda does not seem to be confused in any way, shape, or form, and does not seem to care, and has food in its coils. So let's do everyone's favorite. Well, I don't know if it's everyone's favorite, but it's my favorite. Let's just do a good old swallow whole.
Oh.
Oh no.
Because we like eating people. So why not? So
And
let's do-
horses, apparently, too.
Yeah, why not? Tries to
Alright.
swallow the creature. It is grabbed. You're actually in its coil, so it's going to have to do a Jaws attack on you.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so it will hit you.
But not critically.
Not hit, not critically. So 23 points of damage. And
Oh, wait, I
then...
think it does critically hit me.
Oh, why? Because you're flat-footed?
Because I'm flat-footed, because I'm grabbed.
So,
Ugh.
46 points
46?
of damage.
I'm unconscious. I'm dying.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Wow.
That flat-footed made a big difference twice this game. This session.
Got one unconscious one. It's now going to go for another one. Hey, Darius. It's going to go after you because it's like, ooh, I'm going to grab more people. And just keep grabbing them because I'm going to gather a little feast. 27.
That is a miss.
I'm going to hit you with
28
this
is what number you get hit.
tail. Well, that totally misses. It's a critical miss. Alright, so she's unconscious in its coils. And you're still being grabbed. It's not like she's squeezing you, it's just holding you. Darius is up.
Now it's
though.
going to swallow you.
Not yet, it's holding her. It can hold up to 9 creatures.
Whoa.
You go, Darius.
All right. Alhara, no. He will take the mountain. The mountain sense is already there. He will now do mountain stronghold to get his AC all nice and lovely to 30, and he will then kind of do that blood pulse again, and do a weapon surge, which his fist is filled with this blood red energy, and he gets +1 to hit with it, and it will deal an additional die of damage, and then he flurries. But the weapon surge, I believe, only affects the first hit in the flurry.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Here we go. Weapon surge. And striking with another +1. Is it in there? Yeah, there it is. 25 to hit.
25 to hit the giant anaconda.
I don't know if it's the added +1 is in there. It is, okay.
Yep, good.
That's
good
gonna
news
be-
is they are really easy to hit because they are really
Yeah.
big.
23 damage
How much
there.
damage.
23.
Yes.
And then I do my
Okay.
second flurry. It's only a 19.
That is not going to hit.
Okay. Oh, the big one hit.
Right, the 3d8 plus 6 damage.
Yeah.
Of weapon surge.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you did one super big hit. And the snake's not looking too good.
Okay.
Now
that's,
what?
That's all I can do.
Oh, I mean, yeah,
That was 3.
Oh, because you did mounted stronghold. And then
Mountain-
you did
mountain
weapon
stronghold.
surge, and then you did attack.
Weapon surge and then flurry.
Ah,
Okay,
Alhara's
I know what I'm
dying,
gonna do.
And the Smilodons they're not attacking, but they're growling and holding their
Yeah.
their place. Snake
Okay,
is about
I'm
to
gonna-
eat your friend.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough situation, but we got to... Okay, I know what I'm going to do, and I think it's the right call, and time will tell if it's correct. I keep a pouch of Riley's treats on my belt so I can grab them real quick when he needs them. I'm going to use an interact action to pull some of Riley's cookies out of my pack. Riley's cookies are chicken jerky with dried gravy on them, so they keep pretty well, but, you know, he likes them. So I'm gonna spend an interaction action to pull some of these cookies out. I'm going to use another action to throw them into the room. Like I'm gonna try and get them like into their cage that they came out of. So I'm gonna try to throw some of the cookies into the cage it came out of. Okay, look, Your snake friend is killing my friend, and I'm gonna have to hurt it. Please go into the cage and enjoy this chicken cookie. And do they say anything? They can
Well-
talk to me.
Do they say anything?
Yeah, they can talk to me. They don't have to just growl at me. Like, what's their growl say?
They don't go yet.
Okay. Well, they growled last turn. I didn't know if they were saying something. Okay, I've got one action left. I know Vanessa doesn't like it, but I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna spend it on just trying to show them, like calmness, like having my hands up and like I want to spend it rolling a nature check to help influence their behavior. Can I do that?
Sure. Alright, you throw the jerky into the cage. And
The cookies, Steven. They're chicken cookies.
chicken cookies, and these gigantic smilodons are confused and looking at all of you. And, well, I guess we'll see what happens when their turn's up.
Oh my god, please go for the chicken cookies so I can start killing the snake.
What does Atron do?
Atron's going to glare at the snake and use Evil Eye.
No, not evil eye on the snake.
We'll see how that goes.
Will saving throw?
Yeah, we'll save. Yay, it's a fail.
Oh no.
Frightened one.
I don't know how evil eye works on a snake, but okay.
Yeah. And then, what sort of things are in here? Maybe rocks that I can throw at the snake?
Yeah, there's stuff.
All right. So Atron chants Erula Voldek and sends a large rock flying at the snake. Hopefully? Not when I roll a 1. Oh, we're
Nope.
back to those rolls. Goody. All right. That's my turn.
Alright, so one of the Smilodons goes in to start eating the food, but the good news is it's going to go after the cookies. The bad news is, like, it's going to eat that cookie in 2 seconds, so, because these are 8 times larger than your wolf, so you better have a lot of cookies to keep them happy.
She probably has like 2 more cookies. And those are Riley's. I'm not giving those away.
Oh my god, they're like, friends dying?
How about
Versus
we'll buy more
cookies.
later?
I know, seriously. I'm like, okay.
I have to make those.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Alhara, you could do your stabilization roll.
I do not need to.
Oh, why is that?
At the beginning of my turn, I get fast healing 8, and I get 8 hit
Oh,
points
yeah.
back. I am
Oh,
conscious.
that's right. So
And
you
wounded 1.
You
And wounded
are
1.
not just the unlikable, but you're also the unkillable.
It might be. So Alhara wakes up in the stomach of this creature, and it's just like,
No,
oh,
you weren't
the
swallowed
smell."
whole. You were not swallowed whole.
I thought I was.
No,
I
it
thought it was.
decided it was going to swallow you whole, but then at the second, once you went unconscious, it decided instead to attack Darius.
Oh, okay. So
And-
it just bit me with those giant, like,
It bit you.
spear-sized fangs.
Yeah, it bit
Yeesh.
you and was about to
Alright.
swallow you, but then it decided to let you go because it was still grabbing you
Got
in
it.
its coils, and you're unconscious
Okay.
anyhow. So
But I'm
it was
still
like-
grabbed by it.
You're still
Didn't
grabbed
drop
by
me.
it. You're still
Okay.
in its coils, but it instead
Okay.
decided to hold you for later, and it's going to grab Darius next.
Yeah, that sucks. So Alhara's going to spend 1 action pulling out her dagger and 2 actions just stabbing this thing repeatedly. You know what? Screw the dagger. Pulls her cold iron pick. Her magically enchanted cold iron pick that is wounding and makes it bleed. She just wants this thing to die so badly. First swing.
DC 5 check,
For what?
flat check to pull it out while you're grabbed.
Seriously?
That's part of the rules.
Get out of here with rules. Oh, wait,
You made
hold
it.
on.
It's
yeah.
a 20% mischance when you try to manipulate an object while
Alright.
grabbed.
Okay. I rolled a 19.
I
and
am the
got-
You rolled a
custodian of
19?
conditions, and he is right.
Of course I'm right.
Okay, very good.
Yes,
All
you
right,
try
all
to
right.
pull out your pick, you do.
Second
You're
edition.
like, I'm going to beat you with
I'm gonna kill
my thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill it.
You hit.
Fantastic. It's gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and it'll start taking a D6 bleed, persistent. Just screw that thing. And I'm gonna swing again because I am not happy. Natural 1.
Aw. So many ones.
So many ones.
So many ones.
All right.
It goes. It doesn't like having. What does it have on it? Evil eye? Haven't had that on someone in such
it's
a
frightened.
long time. Frightened.
And it stays, friend.
Yeah, provided I sustain next round, it'll remain.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it doesn't go down for now. The evil looks that Ataran throws, like,
So all checks and DCs are -1. So its AC
Yep.
is -1,
Yup.
but not if it's attacks, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
attacks. Everything it
attacks.
does is
Everything.
-1. It's busted OP.
All right. Okay. I haven't done this in so long. I can't remember.
Frightened is nice.
It's been a very, 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 very long time since we did this.
The witch is all for the debuffs and damage over time. Yum, 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 yum.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Ohara, what are you doing? Why are you trying to hurt the giant anaconda? So,
Because it
is
was out of its
just-
cage and obviously set to kill us, so she was planning on killing it first.
I mean, that
Mhm.
anaconda don't want none.
Oh, it wants some.
It's because Alhara must have. What's the reason why the anaconda wants some?
Lots of meat on her bones.
Meat. I was gonna say meat.
No, buns. Buns. It wants buns.
Anacondas don't
okay.
eat bread, Robert. Jeez.
This one does.
Okay. It greater constricts you. It's automatic for 8 bludgeoning damage.
That's all the damage. I am unconscious again.
End of the day. Like, hey, how dare you attack me with your pick that you now drop because you won't go unconscious?
Yep.
Bad.
Ironically, I think fast hand is gonna kill you faster. Fast healing.
We'll see.
No, it'll kill me slower because here's because here's
You'll
the thing.
get
So
wounded every turn.
I know, but it's not. I was at dying 2. I am once again at
Oh,
dying
okay.
2, so it's fine.
Oh,
Okay.
Does a
bought me around
34
anyway.
attack and hit Darius? Yeah, I
Yes.
know it does. So it's actually a 33. Oh wait, does it do less damage too? 'Cause it's
Oh,
right now?
probably.
No, damage doesn't affect
No,
it
yeah,
because
damage,
damage
just
isn't a
attacks.
check or a DC.
Yeah.
Just checks. Yeah.
Alright,
So
well,
11
still
damage
hits
or
you.
10,
damage.
12?
12 damage.
12, right?
12.
Yep. And then
I know it only has a +20 to hit now.
it's
How pathetic.
grabbing Darius. Darius. Oh, Darius, you're now grabbed. And it
Okay.
ends its turn. So what is the persistent damage it takes?
1d6. I will roll it because that is a fun thing I get to do. 5 points.
Yay! Not a 1.
For like the first time in a while.
Alright, DC 15
Yup.
to stop bleeding.
Stops bleeding.
Ah.
It was an 18.
Darn it. I was like, maybe I'll kill it in death. We'll just beat it
Darius.
to death. That's what you get.
You're grabbed.
All right.
What do you do?
Well, I can still mountain stronghold, and then I will. You see the mantis claw kind of appear briefly over his fist as he does a
Ooh.
key strike flurry of blows.
You know, the thing is, if it starts pulling you and takes you off the ground, I say no more because you won't be.
Am I off the ground? You did
Not
not
yet.
say I was off.
Not
yeah,
yet.
I was thinking that same thing.
Not yet.
Well, you let me know when I'm
When it
not on the
wraps
ground.
you in
I'm just
I think you
grabbed.
put
No. You're
when
not.
wrapped in coils. That's
yeah,
fair. Yeah.
you're wrapped in coils. If you're wrapped in coils, and you are not yet. Right now, it just grabbed you with its mouth, so it's holding you with its mouth.
That's fine. I will punch it in its mouth.
Okay.
Oops, that was the key strike number 2. Key strike number 1 doesn't matter. Okay, 19 to hit, which probably is a 1. It's a miss.
Wow.
And then a 15
You
whiff,
rolled so
whiff.
bad.
Roll very bad.
They both miss.
That was it.
Hap.
Help me, Hap.
You better do
I know,
something
I know,
quick.
I know. I know. I'm managing a lot of stuff right here. Okay, I'm gonna spend one action to
Pulling
move
out
up,
a cookie.
to move up. I'm gonna spend another action.
To craft cookie.
I need
I'm gonna
you
spend a
as
whole
you
action.
walk through the
Oh, I'm gonna fall on my butt.
slippery leaves. Give me an acrobatics check.
Okay. Hey, I'm actually decent at acrobatics. I took it because of flight.
Yeah, you are fine.
25.
Yep, this
Okay.
is these squares are the ones right in front of the curtain are all slick
Yeah.
and slimy and covered with. They're literally like leaves coated with oil. So you're like, whoa! But you're okay. So
Wow.
you keep going.
Okay, so that was one action. I'm gonna spend another action trying to influence the Smilodons, and I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna like point at them and say, "Please stay over there. I don't want you to get hurt, and we'll give you more food when this is done.
I have a better idea.
Oh.
You look and you're like, oh, you could just close the door to the cage.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, okay. Without there being a door on there, I didn't see it. All right, I'll go close the door. So I'll use my one action to move over there. I'll use another action to close the door. Is that fine?
Yes, the door closes and locks.
And locks. Okay, cool. I have one action left. I'm gonna use it to tell Riley. All right, Riley, get in there, because I want there to be another thing it can attack. So Riley's gonna do an acrobatics as he passes the barrier. Riley, 22.
Makes sense.
Oh, good. All right, he's gonna keep moving. All right, Riley's up on the Anaconda. He's got one action left, and he doesn't have Magic Fang, so regular bite. 31. Oh,
That's
he's
good.
so good. And
Yeah, you hit.
15 points of damage. I'm still gonna tell the Smilodon, stay in there. I'll be back for you. I don't want you to get hurt, and then we'll give you more food. I'm still gonna tell him.
Okay. Ataran is up.
Yeah, Ataran already knows Alhara's going to keep healing and doesn't want to just cause further problems there. So Ataran repeats Arola Vodik, trying to kill this giant snake. So I cast Telekinetic Projectile.
Such a big snake. It's a snake the size of an
Woohoo!
elephant.
34! Yay!
Yeah.
I rolled an
That's
18.
really good.
Critical.
Is that a critical?
Yes, it is.
Woohoo! 48
A ruler
damage.
critic.
48 points of damage?
That's great.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you like throw something and hit it right in its eye, and it's like bites a little bit harder and squeezes Darius more. You're like, good hit! Oh, that hurt!
And Ataran just keeps glaring at the Anaconda, so it stays frightened.
Very
one.
good.
I can hear it crying in pain.
That's the end of my turn.
Smilodons are up, and they're saying, more food! More food! They seem to be getting angry, and now they're like prowling the cage back and forth, and like clawing at it at you, Hap. They want the rest of their food. Alhara, hey, guess what?
What?
You're no longer dead again.
I'm no longer dead again. I get 8 hit points back, which is great. That is enough to be conscious.
I
and
know, but
now
you're running out of
wounded
weapons
too.
because you keep dropping them.
I do, but that's okay. I've got another one. She's gonna try and pull out her dagger. Let me make this DC 5 flat check. Hold on.
Yeah, you make it.
11.
You make it. You pull out a
Aw,
dagger.
That's great. That's a refreshing change of pace. I did something. Let's try and stab this thing a couple times. Let's see. Hold on.
It's like getting
Dagger
a critical. I was like, great, I could fail the rest of the rolls, but I got a critical.
I mean, that is nice. That is a timely critical. Let's see if we
Yeah.
can finish killing this thing. 25 to stab it. For 14 points of piercing damage.
It's actually a lot of damage.
It's not bad. That is a max damage dagger right there.
That
That's the most I can do with that.
was a lot of damage. Actually, that was a 4, a 4,
That's pretty
a
great.
4, and a 2. You did all the damages. So good job.
I did 8 on 2d4, and then I have +6. 4
Right.
from my ability, because
Right.
I'm so strong, and 2 from weapon specialization.
That's right.
Screw this thing.
That's right.
One more stab. 23. Does a 23 get with frightened?
You miss by 1.
But it's frightened by 1.
You're flanking with Riley. You're flanking with Riley.
Am I flanking with Riley? Would then also be flat-footed.
Look at his face.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, I'd say
It'd be
it.
really
I'd
cool
say
to
so.
do another
No,
12
you are. You are.
points.
You definitely. No, because I'm looking at it, and I'm like, there's so many bad guys around it that I think enough of you are giving it flanking. Because also Riley's
Okay.
on the side, you're on one side, Darius is on another. I think it's enough.
It's really worried about that rock too, which landed opposite Riley, so it's probably feeling a little threatened
Sure,
by the
right.
rock.
That's true. That's true.
Yay!
The question is, are we in or out of initiative? Okay.
You're
Okay,
out of
good.
initiative.
All right. Let me take the lead on this one real quick before this gets south.
So the giant viper dies and lets go Alhara.
Of the various siblings. Yeah.
However, Alhara now realizes that she's being crushed under 800 pounds of giant viper. Sorry, giant anaconda. And she's like, help me!
I'm
Help
lifting her
me!"
off, lifting it off,
Okay, yeah. and
squeezing her
Alhara
out of it like a toothpaste. You know.
squirms out from underneath it, and just sort of with this like popping sound. That's like,
Dace, get her out of there immediately while I talk to these Smilodons.
Yeah. How about don't talk to the Smilodons? Let's get out of here.
All right, I'm gonna talk to the Smilodons right now. Listen here, you kittens. This kill is mine. This food is mine. I claim it. And out of the kindness of my heart, I will share it with you. And hopefully I'm buying you enough time to get her pulled out of there.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, back away from the snake. Back away from the snake. All right, and then I'll open the door. Feast. Fill your bellies on my bounty. You got to establish
Wow.
dominance in the animal world.
Okay, that's not what I expected. Okay, sure. You let them out of their cages. That was
And
a
then-
genius idea. Couldn't have gone
Yeah.
any better. Okay, you do that. Then what do you do?
I'm bandaging Alhara.
No, what do you do, Hap? You
I'm
open up the
watching them.
door.
They want food. It's right there. Tell them to go. I'm telling them to go eat the snake. They want food. There's more than enough there they can eat. So they'll be.
Okay, the Smilodon comes out and will attack Hap.
Roll for combat.
Your
Okay,
your
they're done.
ability to become top of the food chain did not work. It actually worked very poorly. They did not like what you were trying to do.
Did I roll bad?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hero point it.
No, you can't.
You can hero point secret checks. It's fine. It's fine.
There's
I'll just
two
butcher
rolls.
them.
You roll both of them very poorly. So even if you roll one, maybe the other one won't kill you. So
It's fine. I'll butcher them.
Okay. So, or leave the room, or I mean, I'm not exactly sure what you were doing. Smilodon number 1. That one actually is not doing it.
I didn't think they were stupid. So they said they wanted food. I gave them food.
They have a -4 to their intelligence. They aren't exactly the sharpest wits. Hap, you're up. This one to the north that you let out seems to want to attack you and seems to wants food. It wants you because you have the treats that it likes.
Okay. I fly straight up into the air. That's 3 actions.
Okay, it's 20 feet. You're still within their reach.
That's within their reach?
Yeah.
20-foot reach.
Well, no, you're 20 feet in the air. I mean,
Oh,
this
10
isn't exactly...
foot. 10. They're 10
Yeah,
foot creatures, and
They're
it's
10
10 foot
foot
reach.
by 10 foot. They can easily reach you.
Okay, so
There's nowhere you
Alright.
can go that they can't get you unless you leave the room.
Fly towards us through the curtains.
yep. All right, I'll fly towards them. All right, 3 actions done.
What about Riley?
He'll
He left, I thought,
stand
before.
there. I don't.
We all
He's in the
came.
corner.
If
If he moves towards him, he gets flanked and then dies. I'm not gonna do that.
Ataran, do you do anything?
Um,
You don't see them do anything.
They're not gonna go eat the food. They're hungry for me for some reason.
they are dangerous cats. Let us maybe get Alhara healed, and then we will see if they come down. And Ataran's gonna step back to just in the clouds next to Alhara.
Presume Darius is healing.
yes.
Well, Smilodon goes over to Riley. Attack Riley. 24 misses. 29 will hit. 14 points damage. Alhara's like half dead. I presume you're not going to do much, or you can do
I'm
whatever
gonna
you
use.
want.
I got.
I
things
can
to
only
do.
battle medicine once, so I battle medicine.
Mhm.
You take 2. I'll roll 2d10, 2d8 plus
Yeah,
10 for you.
please do.
Okay.
And then on my turn, I'm
But
going
if
to.
we're in combat,
use-
I have 2 more actions after the first round
Yeah.
I went, right?
Yeah, if we're in combat and things are moving and
I mean,
attacking.
this is combat, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, we're in
sure.
initiative.
Right. Great. Mountain stance, and I move. And I attack this Smilodon.
Give me a acrobatics check.
Uh-oh.
You slip and fall
Yo-yoy!
on your butt because you hit one of the slippery leaves and you're like, whoa, hey!
Okay.
You are
Done.
prone. Now Alhara's up.
Alhara is going to use. I assume Alhara is like holding basically all of her weapons that she picked up on her way out the door, but hasn't really
Sure.
put them all back away.
Sure.
She's going to drop all but the bow staff, and then she's going to take a couple deep breaths and use Reflection of Life in fast healing, which is 2 actions. And she is going to spend her third moving up to the curtain and threatening the Smilodon and like, just get out of here, get out of here. And that is it. That's my 3 actions.
So is that intimidation?
She just used a move, essentially. I don't have another action available.
All right, the other Smilodon. So when you go through the curtain or through the entrance of Gandarius, you hear the same voice crying out, "For our next act, can our intrepid stars tame the terrors of the jungle, or will they end up at the bottom of the food chain?" And when that occurs, the other Smilodon, which was in the cage and seemed to be okay, flies into a rage.
Oh, it's a command word.
And comes out, and now will attack you. So 1 action to get out. It will claw you, although it misses you.
Yeah. No, well, Mountain Stance can put you at 28. Oh, it's a 20. Oh, yeah, it can't hit
20.
me. Yeah.
That's not even close. I was like, you're arguing to get hit? That's a weird one.
I'm just making sure my AC's right.
Yeah.
You gotta follow the rules.
Gotta follow the rules. And then it will just claw you.
That one.
27. That will.
It will hit because I'm flat-footed on the ground, right?
Right. Correct.
Yeah. 11.
It's only 11 damage. It's a little bit of damage. It's not even that much. Hap, what are you gonna do?
Hit him with Electric Fang and then tell Riley to attack him.
Okay.
Not in that order, though. Riley will go first. Alright, Riley does a Jaws attack on Smilodon number 1. Probably misses with a 19.
Misses.
Alright, Jaws attack number 2. 20.
Misses.
Alright, and I hit him with Electric Arch. 1 reflex save, please, from both Smilodons.
First one, critical success. Second one, regular success.
Okay.
Damn.
So, looks like 8 damage to the regular success.
For number 2. Acheron, you are up. And by hearing their Mistress Dusklight, they seem to like go into a rage. They seem to be okay, and they were just looking for food. But hearing her name makes them go crazy.
They are mistreated and the most.
Not her name, hearing her voice makes them go
Just
crazy.
verifying something. Yeah, Acheron will glare at Smilodon. I need.
You can only see number 1.
Cause,
Yeah.
yeah. Even if I'm in the cloud, is that, or am I not? No, I'm in the cloud.
They
so-
won't be able to see you because you have
But I can
concealment.
see them. Okay. So Acheron glares at number 1, using evil.
But don't they need to
eye.
see you? The evil eye, don't they need to see you?
It's
Probably?
a gaze attack.
It's a gaze, so you have to get out of the cloud.
All right. So won't do that yet. Moves out, and then verifying. Yeah, Acheron is going to, holding the mentalist staff. Acheron concentrates, and there is a slight swirling, kind of like energy that flows over the Smilodon as Acheron is using the staff to use Phantom Pain. So we'll save DC 26. Aha! They fail. They take full initial and persistent damage, and they are sickened 1. So initial damage was 6, and now they have persistent 1d4 mental. And that's the end of my turn. And I use the staff power. Yay! Haven't done that yet.
Okay. The Smilodon, who is sickened and bleeding, sees... Oh, poor Darius on the ground.
Looking delicious.
Looking delicious. I'll attack you. First it will claw you. No, first it'll fang you. What am I doing? 19? That misses you.
Ha
That's not fair. Then it will claw you. 28.
That'll do it.
19 points of slashing damage. Slash. And you're flat-footed. So 1 point of precision damage.
So 20 damage.
20 points of damage. And let's do it again. 23. I presume that.
No.
Okay. That's all it does. Oh, and it takes. Oh, it's sickened. So would the 27 have hit you? Yeah, you're flat-footed.
If I'm flat-footed, yes.
Yeah. So would hit you. So how much damage does it take from persistent?
1d4, which I will roll. 4 damage. Woohoo!
It's contemplating its life. The woe. And Alhara, hey, wow, one fight after another. Weren't these tigers locked up? Weren't they safe from harm? How'd they get out?
Well, I mean, we thought they would eat the snake, but, that's fine. All right, she's going to save her brother the way her brother saved her. So first she regains 4 hit points from the Reflection of Life. And then she is going to start attacking this Smilodon, the sickened and bleeding one, with her bow staff. So let's just start beating the smack out of it if we can. 29 to hit, 9 points of bludgeoning damage. Second swipe following up, 14 is gonna miss, I'm sure. And I got one hit left. You know what? Can I drag Darius back at least 1 square, but stay where I'm at?
I'll stand up at some point.
Yeah, but I don't know. Just being protective, I guess. You know what? I'm going to use my last...
Yeah.
I don't really want to get away from healers and things. Actually, can I use an action to help Darius up so that he can just be standing now?
Oh, that would be cool.
Take my arm, brother.
Sure.
Maybe he gets to use his reaction to accept or something.
Sure, I'll say that you can help him
Okay.
up, but he needs
Cool.
to make an acrobatics check
Okay.
to make
stand
sure he
there.
doesn't fall again
Right.
because you were
Okay.
standing on top of a pile of bananas.
25.
Worthy use of my third action.
All right. I don't know if that was legally allowable, but I'll allow it.
I mean, an interact action is nebulous. Like, you can do
Yeah.
almost anything with an
Well,
interact action.
I figured he was on the banana peels, so I figured if it's fine. So he stands up and he's like, "Hey, ho, I'm up. Whoa, it's slippery over
Hey,
here."
oh, I'm up.
And
Whoa.
Mastodon number 2 sees that and it's like, "Hey, wait a second! You're standing now. You're not as easy to hit, so I'm gonna have to do another thing on you. I fang you. I claw you. I claw you again.
Oh,
I can't get anywhere near you. Maybe I'm gonna leave. Hap, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna spend an action to give Riley 2 attacks. First one is Jaws attack on
Now Hap
Smilodon
hears
number
all
1.
that because Hap's like, did they talk? Yeah, they just said that.
Okay. I'll spend an action to roll Intimidate. This is your last chance. Eat the food that we have provided for you. Eat that snake, or draw your last breath here. Can I just
Okay. Roll it.
like Intimidate 3 times? Just use all my actions on that? No. The answer is no. Coerce isn't even a single action. So I guess I'll Intimidate both of them once. I can do that.
I mean, intimidation's just a.
Intimidation's one action, but coerce to try to affect their attitude towards you is another action.
Yeah, you're not doing
Or
it. You're
is it
trying to
action? That's a
demoralize.
conversation.
You're trying to demoralize them. So,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
one are you
So I
trying to
did one-
demoralize? Number
The
one.
one on
or-
the left gets that roll. The one
Okay.
on the one on the right
The
will get,
second one, yeah.
will get this
Okay.
roll. All right.
So against Will, the one on the left. Let's see. Well, the one on the left fails, but it was already. Well, it was sickened, but it wasn't frightened, so now it's
Yeah.
frightened a little. And the one on the right, which wanted to kind of leave, does not. It's like,
Okay. Well, I told them to leave, and
Yeah, but
they
you
said that-
heard them also tell you that they wanted your treats, not the snake.
Okay. Well, I've got one action left, so I'll hold up the 2 treats that are. I'll pull out the 2 treats that are left. These are the only ones left, and these are Riley's. But if you sit, and if you stop biting us, you can have them.
Alright, that runs up.
Ataran is going to use Evil Eye on the second one, glaring at it. We'll save DC 26. Ooh, critical failure.
that's
It's
bad.
frightened 2. And that is one action. I hear your hat. When Hap is talking to it, what do I hear?
Well,
You hear-
Smilodon's speaking roars, so you hear.
Okay. All right. I think.
You probably also see though, like the kind of gestures that humans do
and
use
you
to
t-
each other.
And you took out the other
Yeah, the
snacks,
treats.
right?
Yeah.
So Ataran is just going to move over a bit in case they need a better vantage point. And I'll recall knowledge on the Smilodon.
Oh, did not expect that.
Who knows?
Smilodons, aka saber-tooth tigers, apex predators. They fear nothing, fear no one. Hence, when Hap was trying to command them, that was a bad move. At best, you know that maybe they'll treat you as an equal, but if you try to go above them, they won't work.
Get all alpha on you.
Doesn't work. You know, and they have the ability to pounce on people and jump and grab you and like rip you to pieces. Haven't done yet.
Okay.
That's what
Thank
you
you.
know. All right, Smilodon that is torn into pieces and is bleeding and sickened and scared. So it hears all that from Hap, and it is it's holding its place for now, but it says, "Food now, or friends die." They're not sitting, but they're not. That one's not attacking, and that one is just sort of like. In fact, it's gonna try to retch. What's the thing to get rid of sickened?
Fort save.
I've actually never done this before.
Aw.
Does a 25 do it or no? That's Ataran has to tell me.
That's from Phantom Pain. That was a 26, so that's a failure.
How many actions is that to do that?
Just one.
Oh, can I do it again? Hey, 31. That will do it.
That'll do it. And once its sickened goes away, it is no longer taking the persistent damage.
Oh, okay.
If I recall,
Alright.
yes. If the target recovers from being sickened, the persistent damage ends and the spell ends.
All right,
Interesting.
so it spends its turn demanding the food from Hap and retches up. That's what it does. Darius, you're up. You're still stupefied.
They're roaring.
Yeah, you just
Okay,
hear
and
you're just hearing roaring going back and forth.
I'm just
between
hearing
Hap
roaring, and they've been attacking me. I thank you for helping me up, Alhara. Mountain stronghold, flurry of blows. On
Punch it,
this
punch
one.
it.
On this one, this will be a lot of punches to its big teeth. 23 to hit.
Number one.
Yes.
Oh no, sorry, you do hit.
Oh, okay.
You hit.
19 damage. Second shot. 29
Ooh, yeah.
for that's gonna be 17.
Hmm.
Okay, now he's all bloody.
Third action.
One of his fangs look loose.
And I guess I
Mm-hmm.
want to try something.
Is that officially what you
something
do?
cool. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna try this. And then after that punch hits, the second one lands. He tries to grab like the side of its face and chill touch, as this
What?
like maybe draws blood out of its face. That's a DC 21 save, not 23 because of my stupefied. Stunning Fist is gone, Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you don't tell you now. Shh. No one knows.
I'm not stunning it, doing something worse.
Oh.
So DC 21.
Well, don't you roll yours?
Do I roll the hit? It's just a touch attack, I guess. Yeah, I guess I rolled the hit first. Let's see.
Well, no, that's not how it works. Just hit the button.
Oh yeah. Where's my button at? There it is. Okay.
The fortitude save basically acts like you trying to touch it.
It's
in a
two
way.
less.
They've
because of
abstracted
my
abstracted
stupefied.
it.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
stupefied affects that DC right now.
What do you know? It came in handy.
Oh
Oh my god, it still failed.
It still failed.
20. So it does 9 damage?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
wait, this is a
really
2-action
lousy
thing.
roll.
I can't. You know what? I won't do Mountain Stronghold. I'll do this. This is much cooler.
Okay. You chill it. Necromancy.
Yeah, as
The most
like some of its blood
evil of the
leaves,
arts.
like my handprint is on its
It's just
face,
another school of magic. That's it. I want to play a white necromancer.
and it's got like a
All right.
purpley bruise where my hand was.
Ooh.
And when Darius punches it after it was getting itself better, says, "You lie! You lie!" to Hap. Alhara, you're up.
Oh, shut up. She can't understand it. She just knows it keeps
Just
roaring
at us.
Alhara is going to start her turn gaining 4 hit points from that fast healing as visions of the Isle of Kortos, Starstone Isle, being raised from the sea flash across her vision. And she is going to take a big acrobatic tumble forward to try and get on the other side of this Smilodon. 19 against its reflex DC.
Well, first of all, you fail trying to go across the slippery leaf.
I did roll a 2, though.
So
Hey, it's
you
not a
just-
1.
You're like, watch this, woohoo! And you slip and you fall on your butt. It's not that bad, but
Sucks.
you are on your butt. Hey!
I don't
Cool.
like anything about that.
No damage though. It's
know what?
just funny.
It is just funny. Hold on a second. I can't remember. There's a penalty on attack rolls when prone, right? Yeah, on -2.
-2. Everything's -2. Everything's.
Shit. All right, I'll spend an action standing up.
Acrobatic check.
Knew you were gonna say that. Oh my gosh, I rolled a 5. 22.
You make it.
Oh jeez.
It's not
I'm
that
so
hard.
mad. I'm so mad. My dice hate me tonight. All right. And then a third one. I guess I'm gonna hit it with this big old bow staff. 35 to hit. That's right. 32 points of
Nice.
damage from the crit. Oh, stay down. And she jabs the bow staff into the thing's open mouth as it's roaring and ruptures something terrible. Ugh. When I get my hands on Mistress Dusklight, I swear.
All right, something very interesting is going to happen. The one that is evil-eyed sees its friends goes down and hears all that. And
If this motherfucker doesn't start eating the snake, I swear to God, I'm gonna nuke this cat.
all right, so the second Smilodon, which just saw its buddy go down and is evil-eyed and critically failed and heard and saw that, decides to go over and start munching down on the snake and looks at you and just gives you a roar like, "Rawr!" It's like, "Fine, I'll eat this prey that I claim." Rawr, 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 and starts munching down on it.
Wasn't so hard,
Hap.
was it?
Hap, the other Smilodon, it's dying. It's not dead yet. It's literally exactly at 0 hit points.
Okay, I'll use an action to move over. I'm already holding the cookies, so I'm gonna use
Acrobatics check. You're
Oh,
walking
no.
through the
Okay, no.
banana peel.
You make a
Oh,
good
you were
point.
flying- you
You
were
make a
flying.
good point.
What-
I'll
what-
use an action to fly over, and I'll land next to him.
Okay. Actually, I thought you were flying before, but
I've been flying
Yeah.
the whole time.
yeah, you've been flying the whole time. That's fine. That's fine.
I haven't been using the fly action, so I've been on the floor, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You
All right.
saw everyone go down. And you're like, hey, I'm not gonna deal with all that.
I've got 2 cookies in my hand. I'm going to use one of them as a spell component. As I cast Stabilize and feed him one of Riley's chicken cookies. You know what? I'm breaking this chicken cookie in half. Because Riley, goddammit, is a good boy, and he is not losing all of his chicken cookies to these Smilodons. This
Wait,
one's
which-
going to get half of a chicken cookie.
Which goddamns it?
The Smilodon number 1, I'm going to cast Stabilize as I feed him half of a chicken cookie.
I mean, we're in a polytheistic society here. There's a lot of gods.
Oh, I see. All of them.
Oh, gods damn it, then.
The Smilodon wakes up and smells the cookie, and just grabs it out of your hand and starts eating it, and sort of.
If you behave, there's lots more where that come from, and we can be very good friends. But you're not getting Riley's last cookie, and I promised your friend one, so he gets the other half. Okay?
Fine. Alright, so the Smilodon that was just killed, like, limps over and sort of goes into the cage and just eating the cookie, then realizes, oh wait, there's food,
Probably have a
and then
raspy
goes,
roar for the rest of its life.
and then goes over and starts munching down on the dead snake as well.
Would you like it better if it was cooked?
No, not really. That's a
Okay.
human thing.
Then enjoy.
Actually, I'll do that in the
Yeah.
roar voice. Like, no, raw. You, like, cook. We want blood. Rah, rah, And he's like ripping big pieces out of this thing and eating it and just sort of like gouging it.
Riley likes it both ways, don't you, buddy?
Now, let that be a lesson to you, Lauren,
Oh no.
that
Are you
do
sure you want to go
not-
here, Steve? Are you really sure you want to go here?
A little, just don't underestimate and check out that things are going to end poorly. Didn't end poorly for anyone, did it? No, it did not. So remember that. Okay, what do? The Smilodons are eating that poor snake. Now, I don't think you can heal the snake, as there's large chunks of it missing.
Oh, that
And they
snake was an
seem to
asshole.
be-
That's fine.
They're like munching down, and some of you are injured. And looking around, you can see there's like oily batches of leaves everywhere. You just haven't hit the other ones, but there's definitely more of them. And there's curtains to the northeast.
Can I pick up an oily leaf and set it on fire real quick, just to see if it was like a flammable oil, and this could have been way worse?
Sure. Yeah, it's oil. So yeah, it goes up in flames, and it's like
So this could
pretty
have been bad. It's a good thing I didn't fireball this room or something.
Could have been.
Atron starts talking to Chilagosh.
It would have been great.
Yes, could have been great. And Alhara and Darius are still covered in oil. They can do some
And injuries.
some wrestling if they want to.
I mean,
little bouts, little wrestling. See who wins. Just like when you were kids, right?
yeah, sure.
Mhm.
You two have been very injured. Will you let my friend make you feel better?
I'm not touching the cat. I'm going to help Alhara and my friends.
Mhm.
Oh, I
What did they
don't
say,
know
Steve?
you're saying that.
Yeah, Hop is just growling at
They're just eating.
Smilodons, which sounds real smart.
They're just eating.
All right.
All right, so heal up. Do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Atron doesn't need any healing, just spends 10 minutes talking to Chilagosh about Smilodons.
Yeah, we'll spend like 20 minutes, 30 minutes right, getting back to full.
Sure.
So it's been about an hour since I got stupefied. It's not still stupefied here.
Oh, good, yeah.
And I get focus points back, right? Yes.
Sure. Unless you're stupefied. In that case, you don't get anything.
Oh, really?
Hey.
Oh, hey.
No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I think everyone still has their hero points, though.
That's right.
Mhm.
Amazingly.
I was gonna use mine on some BS sometimes, like that frickin' acrobatics check to slip in the frickin' leaves.
I'll even say Hapas too, because she somehow managed to diplomatize the undiplomatizable.
Yeah, that was tough, especially since I don't
That's
even
cool.
have training in diplomacy anymore.
Mm.
But I do have treats
And nature.
and a knowledge of animals.
All right. Is there a rake anywhere around here, or can we like scoop the oily leaves to the side so we don't have to keep slipping in them?
Yeah, you could just use your staff.
You know what? Screw this. This isn't our circus. Alhara's gonna rip the curtain down and just throw it down like a blanket over the oily leaves.
I
There you
like
go.
it.
Nice.
Problem solved.
Thank you.
Alright. There's a couple more. You see some here, see some in front of the entranceway to the others. Room, you see some oily leaves between the cage and the mastodon.
Right.
Sorry, the smilodons and the giant thing. Anaconda.
You can try and be careful and just not step on them then.
Yeah, you can just carefully walk on them. Smilodons are kind of ignoring you now, so you can just kind of walk by them. They're just eating their fill. And once again, another curtain.
And we can come back and we can ask these two if they want to join our circus.
What?
The Smilodons?
Yeah?
They're animals. If we want them to join the circus, we just gotta get some of the animal handlers over here to,
I'm
Corral
the
them.
head animal handler.
well, then you corral them and put them in a cage, but we don't have a cart with a cage with us right now, so.
How do you think I get animals into cages? I ask them
Uh,
nicely, and
a
I offer
big-
them chicken
Like a
cookies.
lasso? Like a lasso, probably.
I assume the treats help.
Oh, like, what are those magic sticks that shocks and doesn't, like, just kind of hurts, but doesn't
Yeah,
really, like, damage
That's
you?
how people who are bad at animal handling handle animals.
Well, I don't know. I don't handle animals.
Yeah, people who are good at it treat them with respect and dignity because they're little people too.
And then the non-domesticated Smilodons just follow you around like little puppies.
They could.
There are people who enjoy the paint sticks, actually.
Not to run. Save it for later.
Yikes.
No, it is
TMI on
common
this adventure.
in my homeland as a way to prove you can survive and endure pain. Zonkuthon teaches this.
I see.
Interest.
All right.
I'm learning new things about you all the time.
Don't
It's
forget,
true.
you're unlikable right now.
It's all true.
Oh, trust me, the audience isn't enjoying this. Just me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right. Next curtain.
Pull the curtain back. What is revealed?
And
The
tumble into the
wizard.
room.
No.
Yes, 10 feet. I'm moving. I don't know what's there.
Dear God.
What
Do you
is
ever
that?
learn? Do you ever learn?
No, I don't.
Well, you
You
don't
almost
learn.
died again. You're at wounded what, 2?
Dip, dive,
No,
duck.
I got healed.
Yeah,
No,
once you're fully
okay.
healed, you're
We
not
healed,
dying
and
anymore.
it's been like
Or
half an
wounded.
hour.
Yep.
No wounded condition, right? Once you're fully healed.
Correct.
Oh
that
my
gets
God.
removed with
Nope.
medicine healing.
Along with any lesson that might have been learned.
What lesson?
Were there
You
lessons?
tumble into the room. You jump up, spin around, and in front of you is the strangest thing you've ever seen.
That is a strange thing. What is that?
You've been listening to Roll for Combat 3-Ring Adventure, a Pathfinder actual play podcast. If you have a question or comment for the show, please visit us at rollforcombat.com. You can also find us and play various games on our Discord channel at discord.rollforcombat.com. You've been listening to Roll for Combat. Until next week, always remember that chaotic greedy is not a real alignment.